And so, welcome again to Halal Stock Hunters Pick of the Week. I've got something very interesting to share with you guys. If you're watching us, 17 August, we wanted to cover Brunswick Corporation. Now, Brunswick Corporation, we've covered it before in some of our earlier sessions. And when I was looking at the charts, it seemed to me to be very, very interesting. Again, now Brunswick, just to do a quick recap, they do sporting and fitness equipment. They've been in business for a very, very, very long time, over 175 years, and they're almost everywhere. Now, if I was following the news, as of last year in 2020, they were focusing on luxury yachts. They were focusing on luxury yachts targeted at, the wealthy, ultra wealthy people in the Middle East, those oil sheikhs and so on. And looking at how the news has been going, it seems to me that Brunswick could be poised for a good jump ahead. So I'm going to throw this to our active investing guru, Adi. What do you think about Brunswick? Show us your magic ball.
Thanks, Afiq, for the introduction on Brunswick. Definitely a company that we should look into. I'm sure you chose it for various reasons besides the fundamentals, right? So without further ado, let me just share my chart on Brunswick. Okay, let me downsize this and we go to Brunswick on the daily time frame. All right, so here we have Brunswick. You can see, I think, that the price is still trading above the 200 moving average, right? Which is our purple line here. So price is trading above. As long as it is trading above the 200 moving average, the trend is still up, right? So whatever retracements or rollovers, you call it, or falls, that we have in this particular stock, that would just be a retracement, right? Unless it breaks below the 20 moving average. So as usual, I think, let me just draw the support and resistance levels, also known as the demand and supply zones, which most traders, professionals and amateurs, are using. But yeah, the bank traders are actually using these tools. Simple support and resistance levels. These are important levels to draw because then you can actually plan your trades and your investments once you have drawn these lines, right? So as you can see, I think in the past, right, we had a high somewhere around here being formed around the $116 level. Right now, the price of Brunswick is at $105, and it did form a double bottom here. As you can see, this is called a double bottom, right? So you have a bottom, a first bottom here, and then you have a second bottom on the same level, and this is a bullish signal and a bullish pattern, basically based on technical analysis, right? So you can see as well that there is a resistance, slanting line resistance here, which has been broken, and this is where it broke. Okay, first point here, second point it retested here, third point retested here, price went down. But after hitting this level at around the $91 level, you saw this big price move up on this candle, right? This is a bullish engulfing candle, I think, if you can remember, right? That bullish engulfing candle basically is an impetus to the next move that we saw above this slanting line. And then after that, it retested this line again. And you see pintail candles coming in, showing that buyers came into the market, pushed the price up. And right now we are hitting a former resistance level here, right? This is back in 16th of March and 26th of April. And right now price is reacting, right? The good thing about what we see on the charts right now, I think, is that we have a bullish flag pattern here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Right? If let's say price were to just push up and without forming this kind of patterns, I wouldn't even consider looking at this stock because I don't want a big momentum move, right, straight into the resistance, because that usually means that it's not going to break the resistance, right? But if you see a consolidation just below the resistance level, there's a high probability that we're going to break this resistance, right? So what happens now is that price is retesting the 9 moving average, which is acting as support, and I'm expecting price to test, okay, the next resistance level at around the $116 level, which it did actually touch on the 10th of May this year. Right. So, however, we can expect sometimes price to actually move lower and find a support level if it breaks below the 9 moving average, right? This is the situation, and from here it can still move back up. However, I think this particular level at $91.79 is a crucial support level that cannot be broken. If it breaks, then basically we have a structure that is bearish. It will move all the way down towards the $73 level. So that's why, guys, if we are actually buying and selling stocks, we are trading stocks, we need to have a stop loss level. And at this point, I think that if you were to enter at this level here, your stop loss can be just somewhere below here. Okay, you don't want to be putting your stop loss below here because it's too far and you're just targeting something that is, which will skew your risk reward ratio to the negative or below 1. We want something that is above 1, so our stop loss needs to be somewhere at around the $99, while we enter at 105 and our target will be 116. So if it reaches 116, you have about 10% upside. And if you actually goes against you, you will have a 5%, 6% risk against risk on the trade. So that's still about 1:2 risk reward ratio, and something that we can consider if you want to take a trade on this particular stock. Yes, Afiq, what do you think?
Fantastic. I am just thinking, based on our earlier stock picks, right? Based on our earlier picks, I'm looking at, like you said, risk reward ratio, and I'm thinking whether should I go into Brunswick or not. Looking at what you've told us, it's reaching that resistance. I'm a bit 50-50 whether we should go in. What do you think?
I think we should actually let go of this particular stock. We can still monitor, but I would be more interested to buy if it actually reaches a level of around this zone here, around here, at around $91 to $95. All right, this area here. But at this point, buying at this high here, we don't have much upside, even if it goes up. But the downside is more unless we just put our stop loss here. So maybe for this stock, we'll just continue to monitor it.
All right. And so those are our last words. Our last words on Brunswick Corporation, folks. We are hands off on Brunswick. And so if you are going to be looking at Brunswick as well, bear in mind, do your own due diligence as always. We've done our analysis and we're looking at it. And I don't think we'll be adding this to our portfolio at this time. It's going to go onto our watch list. And we've really put in maybe a target buy price of about $91, looking at Brunswick in the short to medium term. And so, Adi, any other last things you want to talk about when it comes to Brunswick?
I'm good to go, actually. I think that Brunswick is something that we can monitor, but not enter yet.
Awesome stuff. So, folks, as always, do your own due diligence. We do these videos for education and entertainment purposes. It's just for you. As always, please have an investing and a trading plan before you start anything. And if you like our content, please drop us a comment, or if you just like the video. And as always, subscribe. We do this just for you. This is Afiq from Halal Investing Network, and that's
RD from halalinvestingnetwork.com, and also the founder of Pro Traders Network.
Oh yeah.